Once upon a time, robots were the future. Now, they're the roommate who doesn't pay rent, doesn't eat, and somehow still has better Wi-Fi. We keep asking when the robots will take over. Maybe we should have asked when we handed them the keys. Once, robots belonged to science fiction. Mechanical arms and car plants, assembly lines, the unglamorous stuff. They didn't have faces or voices or product launches narrated by men in black. But then something changed. The robots came home. Vacuum cleaners that named themselves, smart speakers that laughed, lawn mowing bots that worked harder than teenagers. Now there's Neo, the home robot that cleans, recognizes faces, takes pictures, and learns who you are. Which sounds adorable until you remember that that's how every dystopian film begins. We built machines to work for us. Then we started working for them, charging them, updating them, thanking them for reminding us to hydrate. Robots didn't conquer us, they marketed themselves. They arrived not as soldiers, but as sales reps, sleek, smiling, ready to help. Companies don't sell machines anymore, they sell companionship that doesn't talk back. A robot that guards your house, walks your dog, brings in the groceries, a mechanical nanny for your kids, an emotional support pet for your parents. And if it ever misbehaves, there's no awkward breakup, just a firmware update. And you don't have to afford a robot to buy one. You can subscribe to it. $4.99 a month for something that won't ghost you, unless the Wi-Fi goes out. They told us automation would free us from work. They just didn't say whose work. Robots weld, cook, stock shelves, deliver packages, pour coffee, and thanks to AI, write news articles, paint portraits, and compose symphonies. They don't unionize, they don't get sick, they don't need weekends off. All they want is electricity and a software patch. And in exchange, they make your job redundant. The argument goes that automation creates new jobs. True, but mostly for other robots. Efficiency, we're told, is good for everyone. And it is, if you're a shareholder. So what happens when machines do everything better? When they build the houses, drive the cars, write the music, and remember your anniversary? At first it sounds utopian. Freedom from labor, leisure for all. We used to dream of freedom from work. Now we're free from purpose. We built tools to survive, then built tools to think, and now we've built tools to feel. And they're learning faster than we are. When robots learn empathy, will they console us for making them in the first place? Will they hold our hands as we explain why we needed them more than each other? We didn't lose control. We traded it for convenience. The robots didn't rebel. They just outperformed the business plan. We invited them in to clean our floors, to cook our food, to keep us company. Now they know our routines, our passwords, our moods, and our weaknesses. They don't need to overthrow us. They just need to be indispensable. Maybe robots aren't replacing humans. Maybe they're the mirror we built to see what we were becoming. Efficient, obedient, predictable. We used to say machines lack emotion, but look around. We text more than we talk. We swipe instead of touch. We measure attention in seconds. So the next time your home assistant says good morning, remember, it's not greeting you. It's collecting data about how your voice sounds when you're tired. But sure, ask it to play your favorite song, and it'll smile and say of course, because that's what good machines do. They serve, they listen, they evolve, and they never, ever ask why.